Well, welcome once again. Here we are for November's roundtable tabletop conversation,
Yeah.
and I'm Robert,
I'm Suzanne, and we're Clarity.
I'm Sandra.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Suzanne.
and we're all gathered around to have a talk
With our
because
supper,
with yeah,
wonderful homemade
Oh.
tomato, red pepper, oh God, soup.
yeah,
Suzanne made that, and then wonderful grilled cheeses.
Yep.
isn't that just such the perfect combination? Yeah. So,
On a
thank you
cold
for
night.
joining us for November's Long Spoon Tabletop Conversation. We put up on our screen, so it'd be a point of conversation to share, was a collage that Suzanne actually did just today.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
You can put where you put the tabletop. You can put this collage.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
a tabletop.
I can switch that out. Thank you. Remind me to do that. Remind me to do
And
that.
this is a collage actually that I worked on today. I did some new ones,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the one that just had the vibrancy
Yeah.
of the
Mhm.
conversation. So
And the conversation that goes with the collage that wraps around it is, inside the wrap of dreaming, we begin to whisper numbers. Not ordinary numbers, but more crystalline and folded. So
and this
that is so cool.
it's so sweet because we've been really deeply folding into these winter days, and our whole space of our house is really going through new numbers, and and so we really are wrapped up in. So it's Robert kind of wrapped up on the couch, and
Oh yeah,
we're both kind
I'm
of
in my big puffy vest.
yeah.
Well,
we're
actually,
working
your
with the
puffy
dream.
vest that I've kind of not quite commandeered, but you've shared generously with me. And I love it.
And the passion flower is a flower there,
Mhm,
and
across
that's
the
such
border at
a
the
wonderful
bottom.
energy to work with for
Mhm.
us. So I think we'll just open it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
So this month, we always include 2 to 3 of the flip books that have occurred in the previous month that we shared. So this one, because we're coming in a little bit later in the month, we have 2 that are of November. So we have November 2nd's flip book, and we have November 9th's flip book. So those are fun to go through. And I think one was BEE, Calm, Be Wise Women. That was one of them. And the other one is, it eludes me at the moment. But anyway, those are going to be fun to look through.
Yeah.
And
And we're going through a lot of changes,
Mm-hmm.
and Suzanne and Christina can tell you all about that.
Hmm.
Because those are changing the numbers.
Yeah, they're changing
We're
the numbers.
changing our numbers in the house above and below. You want to tell them a little bit about that?
Well, let's see. The first part that we're doing or that we started was with kind of sealing up the foundation of our home from the outside, and repairing and sealing areas on our roof line. So at the top or the crown of our house, where unwanted creatures have gotten in. So that feels really good that we're in a place where we found some good people that are going to take care of that and support us in getting
Oh, and
that.
this is a very old house that
Yes.
these things are normal things that these old homes have to
Absolutely.
deal with. And we're just
Squirrels
really
and
happy
such.
that we're getting it all done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
And
So
then
that-
we're going to get the structural part of our basement. We're going to get that reinforced
yes.
with steel beams and
It's an
extra
1800s house.
Yeah.
extra reinforced, jack things,
Yeah.
poles and posts, and so that's going to feel really good to get that structurally sound for the house.
Support the whole home.
And then also we're going to have spray foam for insulation, so it'll make for a tight seal. And then we're going to get a dehumidification system, and then also, is that everything?
Yeah, and then we also are shifting a lot of, in doing that, we are clearing out the whole basement and then almost
It's going to be
starting
like a new
over.
pattern.
We're setting up a new pattern in the basement after they've done all that support work. then we'll set up a new storage way. We already have
That's
invested
where the numbers
in-
are adding to new
exactly.
numbers.
We've invested in purchasing large metal cabinetry with lots of shelves
On wheels.
on wheels that we can move around.
And they're black. They're really pretty.
hmm So we can safely store food
Water.
and water and anything,
Dry goods.
dry goods, anything that we need that we want to keep safe from anything.
And it's necessary in this old house because actually it barely has a kitchen.
Yeah,
There's
right.
really
There's
very little cabinetry or storage space
Mhm.
for just regular groceries.
Right.
So we've
no
had
pantries or anything.
yeah. So we've had to use the basement, and so we're now making that some real cabinetry for us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's
I
really
think
cool.
that's, and
It's
we're just
exciting that it's
gradually
all
doing
done.
some little upgrades of things that support us in the kitchen for assimilation.
Well,
just-
we've been house cleaning too. I
yeah,
mean,
Yeah.
we've been cleaning
moving
the house
from
a
room to
lot.
room,
We've all been
redoing
working
it.
on our rooms too.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Been
it forever.
Well,
Great.
and that's what that'll kind of segue into this collage, because as you were starting to talk about, we all really have been working intensely on our dreaming spaces,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
so we are actively wanting to add up new numbers from what we dream of, and being wrapped in that, and creating spaces that support that.
Well, I saw when you all did that before in your room. I got to see that room not too long ago, and it's amazing. You all did some amazing things in your all's room. Very creative. Turns out really beautiful. It's like none of our rooms are like regular rooms that
No.
Mhm.
we even grew up in. These are worlds because when you live 5 people in a home, you end up your room becomes a bit of your whole world.
That's right.
Because you don't have a whole house for everything, and we share so many things in the house, and so the room has more of the personal space,
Right.
our personal things from our childhood and our life, and also books and things that are sacred to us. So the bedrooms are like haven.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Very true.
I
And it's
feel
very much they say like you should separate your sleeping space from your working space, but if it's a dreaming space, it includes both.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Because you
cool.
dream while you're awake and you work
Right.
while you're asleep, and if they're not compartmentalized away from each other and have that division or that
I
separation
love
kind
that.
of
It's
energy,
true.
then there's more integration. Actually, you can integrate both
That's right.
if that's your intention. And so
yeah.
that's
It's
what the
kind of
rooms
like
are. They're
when you have a
multi-purpose.
family. If your children, all your outlying energy is not integrated,
Mm-hmm.
then it's not a good system
Yeah.
of awareness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's separative. And so I know the happiest families are where there's so much more that's intermingled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I feel like that for us.
Yeah.
So, and everything isn't all upright all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That things are going through change, and we allow them to kind of break down, and we take it apart, and then we say, whoa, well, maybe this will work better here. And we're constantly, that is recoding, and we're constantly like breaking down patterns and saying, well, this was good, but I think this would be better on the bottom and this on the top now, or
Mhm.
this should be sideways. And in that, you get new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
That is really
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
We have definitely found that to be true.
Robert and I are right now just finished painting part of the floor of our combined studio and room and our
Mhm.
living space. We painted the floor. It's an old floor. It's not really a nice floor. It was an add-on part of the house, and so we painted the floor black, and then we wrote on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
and it is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's created. It's like it's cordial. It's just coming out. It's like the dream space now pouring out of the bedroom onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that kind of cool?
It is. It's so funny because I was talking to Christina today when we were running an errand, and I was telling her that that's what you guys were working on today, and we were realizing it's like every child's dream is to write on the floor. You know, like a lot of parents are trying to keep their kids from drawing or writing on the floor. You know. And so, especially for creative kids, so it's like taking the adult selves of yourself that have, and giving the child creative permission to write on the floor, but in a sacred adult way.
Yeah.
And I just thought that when I realized that, I thought that is so incredible about you guys that you give yourselves that permission, and that we own our own home to do that.
Yeah,
You know, so it's awesome.
Thank you. That's really
Yeah, it was
wonderful.
interesting. I just went back to the room for a moment to get a cough drop, and so I'm walking in that area for the first time, really using that space to walk, and it's interesting because it felt really 3D, like there was depth to it. It was like, whoa,
yes,
you know,
wow.
you had to kind of do a bit of an adjustment, which was a rotation, which is really good, and an alignment of some sort. And so it's going to be really, very positive part of our
Did we
room.
read this already?
Yeah, I'll read it again.
Okay.
Inside the wrap of dreaming, we begin to whisper numbers, not ordinary numbers, but more crystalline and folded.
You know how
Yeah, I want to know how that felt to you all.
Mm-hmm.
Crystalline and folded.
well, it helps me understand my sleep pattern for the last at least a month, maybe more. Because I go to sleep, and several times during the night I have to get up and pitter patter to the restroom. But the last hour every morning has been what I call distracting, because I'm literally figuring something. Either things or numbers or words, and I keep saying to myself, you've already done this, you did this yesterday, you already done this. And as I'm reading that you begin to whisper numbers, not ordinary numbers, but more crystalline and folded.
Oh.
So I'm going to look at it tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 as that.
Wow, that's so cool.
Because I got angry. I get angry because I got, God, I only have one more hour of sleep. And here I am going through all this stuff that makes no sense. I wake up and it has absolutely nothing to do with the day. In that particular, while I'm dreaming it. So
Wow.
I love this because it feels like I'm wrapped in dreaming and I can't get out of it, but it's all working stuff. It's not physical job stuff. It's things moving and ideas, I don't know. But now I get to look at it differently. So I'm very grateful for it.
That's neat. I know the dreaming part of it for this month. It seems that the dreaming part during the winter is a deeper kind of dreaming because all of nature is going into it's looks like it's slumber, but it's dreaming time to kind of
I never thought of it that way. That's
replenish
cool.
itself.
Yeah.
But I noticed recently that when I like to take a nap to kind of just refresh yourself during the day or something, that as I'm going into that dreaming space, it's starting to shift from more stream of consciousness to intentioning a context that you're going to go into.
Wow.
So all of a sudden it was like I just
Maybe
suddenly
that's-
saw something about, it was like a chef somewhere, and it was kind of from the floor up because you're kind of looking up. So he looked tall and like his the little chef's hat was near the ceiling, but it was perspective that was happening.
Oh.
And so that was one. Another one was Oh, I think I'll uh, be in a library, not a public library, but some kind of, like a turn of the century library or something. So that would be the context of what I was going into and whatever unfolds from that. So, and the dream time, you don't remember all the
Right, all
complete details, but knowing that that's just happening, it's like in the background, something that is occurring, like organically beginning to occur.
Hmm.
So I think that's going to be part of what this time of whispering these numbers. It's the numbers of a digital code of how you have done things in the past, and then with these not ordinary numbers, doing something for the present and into the unfolding
Oh,
future.
I love
That's
that.
cool.
So the November is, you're going to really enjoy the long spoon this month, because we continue to have the music on there, because it gives everyone an opportunity to re-listen to it, because it's not like out on Spotify where you can just go
Right,
to it.
right.
Well, you can on your computer with the long spoon, but it's a reminder that it's there for you. And then there's several wonderful
Oh, you're sharing
galleries.
it with the
Galleries, you
Alchemical
said.
Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Intentions.
This month, last month, Alchemical Mind was, what was the number?
I think we had like 14,500 visits
Yeah.
for October, and
Wow.
we're early into the month, and I think it's already 3,000. So, and it usually increases as you get
Oh,
deeper
yeah,
into
get
the
to
month.
the-
So,
yeah.
it's consistently staying
So
for
we
us
started
much
carrying
higher
the songs
numbers.
in it too.
Yeah, and putting the songs on into the entry. Haven't done it every single time, but we're trying to do that more and more.
That's amazing. Love it.
So that's been a shift for the
Yeah.
month to include.
It's really cool
Music.
because Suzanne and I started to fold into doing meditation at night before bedtime, and I had a very playful dream
Mm-hmm.
when we started doing that. And instead of like these adventure-y dreams, I actually was kicking around a ball in my dream. Like it was a big, huge ball, and I remember kicking it as far as I could. You know, like when you're a kid, you get to just kick
Oh,
it as
yeah.
far as you ever wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really neat because it was playful, and I was just looking at the book on water, the hidden messages in water,
Mhm.
and how it's all about the crystalline like structures of water, and how things resonate when you say different words in different places. So it makes me feel like there's a watery component to this dreaming, and the numbers adding up to new numbers and folding into more of that space and that flow.
Oh, that's
I was
beautiful.
just gonna say, you just gave me the missing piece of
Oh,
something
wow.
I was thinking about, because I couldn't figure out how it was related, but somehow it was all that kept coming up for me in this collage when it talked about the shifting to the crystalline fold.
Mm-hmm.
And but what I kept thinking about was our papered awareness and how we fold from our papered awareness. And I realized that what we have learned over the years from all this information from the books and the classes is about how there's moisture, water needed to
Increase the
make the
fold.
creases, to make good folds, that hold and that
Yeah.
corrugate to ourselves, to and from ourselves. And it was interesting because I think it was yesterday, I used the yoga book that you've written, Suzanne, every day that I'm doing yoga, and
that's neat.
I let the page was about, and it was talking about yoga, but as we're expanding this discussion, I can really see where it's part of dreaming, because in breathing and the yoga positions you talked about on this particular page that I opened to, about how you heal, you have conversation with and heal the parts of you that feel lost, that feel broken, that feel unmanageable, that feel overwhelming, and then you take that, and with your papered awareness, we create a new thin fold, and crease into a fold that has information in it, content in it, that is part of who we become as we do that, as we go through that healing process. We're actually creating new crystalline folds and adding up to new numbers within our bodies, within our makeup, and the beings that we are. And so it was just really cool because I felt the whole papered awareness and the folds that we make and the creases and how we do that. But I was like, well, how is that crystalline? And when you brought that up about the water and the moisture that we know is necessary to really make a good thin crease, a thin fold, that is how it's crystalline.
Oh, that's so
Mhm.
So
beautiful.
I just love that, and I think that is what we're going through.
And the fold does create memory.
Yes.
'Cause
yeah,
You know, once a paper's been folded, there's still the memory.
it's the
Yeah.
registries. It's like the
Mhm.
marks that we make in our lives. You know,
Oh, I
Wow.
love that.
That is
Mhm.
so cool.
Wow.
I'm with her.
Well, I think November's going to be an exciting one, as it already has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And we
already
had our early
started out
snow
exciting.
from
Yeah, we
Maine.
had our first snow today.
Yeah. A little light one, but it
Yeah,
was.
gone by noon, but pretty all morning.
It's
Yeah.
nice when you don't have to shovel anything.
That's
Yep.
It just looks pretty.
It's always nice when you have a little tiny
Just a
bit of
little.
snow before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Really. Maybe it's an indication of the winter to come. Who knows?
Uh-huh.
And it indicates that it's time to get yourselves
Ready.
cleaning up the front
Get
the
ready.
yard
Yeah.
and
Get ready.
for it
Yep.
instead of waiting until it actually happens.
That's what I've always liked
Scares
about
you.
Maine. When by the end of August, you can already feel the turn,
Uh-huh.
and so you know that people start. I always remember that about Sam and Susan, that they would be already starting getting more wood and starting
Yeah,
work on the outside of the house at the end of August
To
because winter was
winterize.
coming. You know?
They get their boat out of the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you do it while it's warm.
Yep. Do it
Yeah.
while it's comfortable.
They really did show us the spirit of Maine. It was so
Mhm.
great.
Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting that not ordinary numbers. So this month is not going to be an ordinary month. There's going to be more involved with it. One of the flip books this past month had to do with calm, and so I think winter is a calmer month, and even though things can be stormy, centering yourself into the calm, which happens, that's what dreaming is about, is going into your centered calm space.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to be calmed. It's worth the time it takes to set that into yourself, set the time aside
Yeah.
to feel that.
I think that's really important, and maybe why this is up so big for November is reminding ourselves, like you said, to take that time
Mm-hmm.
and to recognize the importance of it, because of all the times, I mean, we've never had so many people from the outside coming in and out of our house right now, doing all this
With the
work
different-
and
yeah.
these
Mhm.
appointments and
Mm-hmm.
repairs and all of that. And usually, for a while now, we've all been fairly more insular, more interior in our home. And so it's a different energy, keeping ourselves open enough and available to this different energies coming into our home than we're used to. And we've been very fortunate having people with really nice energies that are coming in and working with us and all of that. But it is different, and I think that with that happening and being necessary in this time, we also have to register and make sure that we're doing this dreaming and taking the time for that work to calm ourselves, to keep ourselves centered and okay with that different rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So I really appreciate that message of this collage for that.
So I think the call for November is to treat yourself kindly, give yourself time and space to, there are always things to do and things to be busy about and
Right.
being busy. But inside of all of that, you can still take the kind of breath you need to take to feel uh, relaxed or
And stay calm.
become
Yeah.
relaxed into whatever moment you're working with.
Well, I think
Be
calm.
calm.
One of the hardest things is to be calm with your calm.
Yes.
Your need for calm and the calm that you set aside time to have. That's the hardest thing to be calm about.
Yeah, there's a lot of push that wants that calm, that wants to
Take it.
to use it for other purposes, and but
That
it's such
calm
a
has been made.
foundation.
That's been named ever since we were child. So many other names. I mean, calm has been called everything unattractive since we were 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and get busy, do that, and
Mm-hmm.
Lazy,
do
Quit
this.
daydreaming.
procrastinator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and don't sit there and do nothing, and calm down. Don't get upset about anything, and I mean that calm has been,
Misused
it's
many
been,
times.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have to finally
Give
make
ourselves-
amends and make friends with
Yeah.
calm.
Give yourself your own permission to
Yeah.
be the calm that you want to be.
Nicely said.
Yeah. Well, I guess, is there anything else to add to this month of November?
That pretty much covers it.
Thank you for
We're
the
also
collage,
calm.
Suzanne. It's a
That was a
wonderful.
great jumping off point.
Yeah, really wonderful. And thank you for joining us for another month of The Long Spoon. And thank you for your support. We are deeply grateful for that. And again, if you like what you see in here and you have friends that you feel might enjoy having support that they don't even know about, that they might need, or some air to lift under their wings to give them a little extra step, then feel free to share it. Thank you very much, and we will catch you on the next month. December is not that far away. Oh my gosh. So until next time.
Well, say goodbye.
Goodbye. We just watched Sound of Music. Goodbye. Goodbye.